This year, we mark the 50th anniversary of an event that set forces in motion that changed my life, changed our lives, and changed our world. I had just turned 21, as had you, when the Stonewall riot occurred. I was deeply in the closet, terrified knowing that coming out would cost me most of my college friends, certainly my fraternity brothers, and any chance at a career in on-air broadcast journalism. It was an awful time to be coming of age and coming out. I'm amazed at how things have changed. Tomorrow is my 71st birthday, and I look back and I look at the present, and I am absolutely overjoyed. This past weekend, my partner Tom and I hosted a spectacular young man from Indiana State University. Stephen is an aviation major. He's going to be a pilot, possibly running airports. He's a fraternity member. He's openly gay. Fraternity is supposedly the last bastion of white male privilege. Stephen is openly gay, African American, brother in a house in a Midwestern major college. I know him because I know his roommate. His roommate Jake is a football player, a Division I football player, a superstar in Missouri who was Offensive Player of the Year, led his high school team to a state title, 3 touchdowns in the state championship game, came out to his entire high school on National Coming Out Day. Got a full scholarship, athletic scholarship, profiled in the New York Times, was on the Ellen Show in January. Gets better. His brother John waited till college to come out. Successful lawyer. His partner, his husband, is a radiologist. John and Wes will soon be starting a family, adopting a child or 2 children this summer. Those of us who remember Stonewall, who lived in this town at that time, would never have dared dream of openly gay fraternity brothers, of lesbian sorority sisters, of marriage equality, of adoption, of some of the other tectonic shifts in our society, nor could we foresee the catastrophe of AIDS that would decimate our community. So many lost lives, so many broken hearts, so many dreams deferred or destroyed, and yet we kept on even when there was no hope or little hope, because we had no alternative. And because we persisted with groups such as Whitman Walker here in this town, even those who were fighting for their lives and fighting a losing battle, we managed to turn things around. And those of us who remember Stonewall, what we have seen in our lifetime is amazing. We see young people coming out in high school and college unafraid to be themselves as we were afraid to be ourselves, being fully accepted and contributing members of our society. That makes all that my generation has gone through worth it, every bit of it. But what of us? We're old now, those of us who remember Stonewall, and we have the same challenges that everybody in this room has with DC's housing shortage, with skyrocketing rents, with gentrification, places being torn down, lack of decent, affordable rental housing. What happens when your partner dies or your roommate and a big chunk of your income goes away? How do you age in place? How do you remain among neighbors and friends? We must all acknowledge the unmet needs of all senior adults, and especially LGBT seniors, and we encourage the DC Office of Aging and LGBT Affairs, the District of Columbia Housing Authority, the mayor and council to work together to address this need. ANC2B and the Rainbow Caucus and the LGBT Center urge the mayor to provide 24 or 25 housing vouchers to her Office of LGBTQ Affairs, that they may be distributed for immediate help to LGBT seniors who need them now. This would be so appreciated. And it is time to step up our conversation on LGBT-friendly senior housing. Philadelphia has it now. Chicago has it now. New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles. Why not us? We have a higher percentage of LGBT households than any city in the country, yet we lag behind them. Thank you, Trayon White, especially, for bringing up this issue. We need LGBT senior-friendly housing on both sides of the river. Yes, Mary's House, but also in the historic epicenter of DC's LGBT community, near the center, near Annies and trios and those places that have been shared parts of our lives since we were kids. Madam Chair, our city is becoming younger and wealthier and whiter and gentrified, and our neighbors have been dispersed and displaced, and new housing is being built all the time, and there are opportunities for inclusionary zoning, and there are opportunities for ways to help others stay here. We need to find a way, all of us in this room, rich, poor, black, white, old, young, to let those who have lived here all our lives, or most of our lives, to stay here in the city we love, among our friends and among the people we love. And so let us step up this conversation and develop policies, and please work with the LGBT community so that our seniors can also live in dignity among friends in communities that accept and honor their elders. We must have a seat at the table with everyone else. Our elders, like all, should not have to live in isolation or among strangers. Life is too precious not to share. Thank you, Madam Chair.